Hello, how's it? Sawubona, namaste. Good morning, KZN. I am Bashini Mahomed and I am a woman. I am strong, I am determined, I am powerful, I am resilient, and I am the rainmaker at Dynamic Shipping Services. We're a logistics management company and we focus on getting your cargo to all ends of the earth. You name it, we'll ship it for you. So I've been in corporate logistics for plus 20 years, and there came a point in my life, I would say in 2019, when I was in conference in Hong Kong, and I met up with a former colleague of mine, and he kept on saying to me, why don't you do this on your own? You're so good at what you do, and you know so many people. Why don't you just, get out there and do it on your own? So as a tourist would, I went to the temples in Hong Kong, and as you'd have it, I threw the Chinese sticks or the Hong Kong sticks. I don't know what they were. And they answered my prayers, or they pointed me in the right direction and basically said, you know what, you should take this leap of faith. I definitely saw a gap in the market for the timber industry. Timber is such a valuable commodity of South Africa, but we had at that point only one timber packing facility in Durban. And I said to my husband, you know what, I've gained enough knowledge in this industry and I'm going to go for it, because setting up a packing facility in Durban by a female-owned rainmaker and game changer is what I want to do. It's exactly where I want to be. He said he supported me 100%, and the rest, as they say, is history. I resigned in 2020, in February. I remember it very clearly. It was the 13th of February. I was told immediately to pack my stuff and to go on a garden leave. Got a phone call 5 days after by a very desperate customer. And as they say, I'm a firm believer in timing is everything, and everything does happen for a reason. Stars had aligned, and one of the biggest and the only packing yard in Durban had basically said to the timber guys, listen, we're not taking your cargo any longer because we have an exclusive agreement with the largest player. And as it would, be my luck, I'd decided that this is what I wanted to do, and now I'd have an influx of customers, obviously provided that I could get the job done. So yes, we were tested greatly. There was no rest for the wicked. 5 days after resignation, I was asked, to make something happen within 24 hours. And it happened. And, I think I was very lucky, because your reputation and your ability and how it's perceived by others is what made me be in a position to set that up within 24 hours and get 10 containers into the Durban port stacks within basically a day. I'm the type of person that always likes to consider the glass rather half full than empty. And COVID came in 2020 in March, and, I was like, what have you done? It was a case of you've left a very comfortable job with a very good salary, and now you're going to sit at home, and the ports were closed. Very luckily for me, the customer base I had was a timber customer base that we developed, and timber was deemed an essential product. So we were, they were harping on the fact that we have to make toilet paper. So that was something that worked to my favor. And I think the fact that I'm such a flexible human being, in the sense that if I'm committed to a cause, I am 2000% committed. I'd always hate to pinpoint an achievement in a monetary manner. However, I'm so proud of our company. I started off with just myself running the business. We're now 5. I am a mom of 2. I've got a 21-year-old daughter who's studying her BCom in entrepreneurship. No, and that was no influence of mine. But, I want her to get done with it so that she can take over sooner rather than later. So we are our business of 5 employees at the moment. I'm glad in the last 3 years that I've managed to provide employment. As an extension of our current company, we provide services of packing. We don't have our own yard, but we extend that to service providers who in turn employ plus minus 25 to 30 individuals from the Umlazi Prospecting area. So that's been very key to me in the sense that we've managed to provide employment to these homes, to these families, as an extension of our business. From a monetary perspective, we started off with a turnover of less than 5 million in our first year, which I thought was an achievement considering COVID. Our second year, we were faced with KZN floods. We turned over plus 20 million. Our third year, we ran just a little short of 60 million. So for a small little business, I think we are making strides in our industry. We are, and I literally, when I say game changers, we are there to change the game. And, to set a precedent that women are a force to be reckoned with, especially in the logistics space where it's really frowned upon. I walk into a yard and I speak very confidently because I understand what we do and I understand what value our business can add. I'm a very customer-centric person, and I believe that it's not a business, it's a family. And recently I was asked to get testimonials, right, from a few of our customers, service providers, and staff. And I was so amazed and so proud. It was such a sense of pride reading these testimonials from them, where the common thread was that DSS is run like a family. You're not dealing with a business, you're dealing with a family that actually does care. And we want to grow on that. I don't want to become the biggest corporate clearing and forwarding logistics freight management company. I want us to be DSS. I want us to be true to who we are. I want us to be a business that when people hear our name, they actually good customer service, family orientation, resonates with that name. So our immediate term plans are obviously growth. We've aligned with one of the biggest and largest, most sustainable forests in South Africa. So that is, who have recently gained major investment from Europe. And our plan is to hold their hand because they do timber, we do logistics. And this alignment is going to be a collaboration of note. So our immediate term is to get that off the ground, which we've started, and we've got big footsteps to follow. I grew up in a home where my dad worked for Grindrod. So I come from a very shipping family. My sister works there for a shipping company as well. So on a Saturday when my dad had to go to work, he'd take us to the port. I must have been 8 or 9 years old, and we'd go to the port, and my dad worked, one of their biggest accounts was Sappi, and they'd load these Sappi reels on the vessels and in containers, and it was such a sight, I was so amazed by it. And, no girl dreams of working in this environment. There was no glitz and glamour attached to it. But I think what I took from that was my dad's hard work. He was such a hard worker. And if anything, I've gained that hard work ethic. If you speak to my staff, it's something I say it all the time. I think they're so sick of hearing it because it's like ingrained in them. What you put in is what you get out. So I've been motivated by hard work. I sit here not with a degree, although I regret it, absolutely regret not furthering my education. What I can say is that every company that I've worked for, I've taken the opportunity to get into whatever modules that were provided, I'd get it done and empower myself and educate myself in the field that I wanted. Shipping is a passion to me. It really has become a passion. The drive that comes with it is the fact that women are not very popular or empowered in our industry. Yes, it has changed along the way, but we'd like to see a bigger gap in terms of men in higher seats within our industry. So yes, tremendously motivated by the fact that there is a bigger space for women and there's so much more we can achieve in our industry. I would say that, young women need to realize that it all starts with you. You cannot be empowered if you don't give yourself power. You're the only person that can have power over yourself. I mean, I'm bringing up two young girls, one 8 and one 21. So there's a big gap, and obviously different standards apply for them. But what I've found is, you start earlier. You start ingraining. I mean, my little one, every day when we're getting ready for school, I ask her, what's your affirmations for today? And she'll tell me, I am powerful, I am resilient, I'm smart, I'm beautiful. And girls need to realize that you are you. You don't need someone to validate you. If you can do it, you don't need someone else to help. Yes, it's awesome to have people along the way to support you. But at the end of the day, it all starts with you. You need to be able to shape your future, and anything can be done by you. Having an 8-year-old does keep you very busy. So I spend a lot of time watching Alvin and the Chipmunks and Rainbow High. But if it were up to me, I'm an avid football fan, a strong Liverpool supporter. So yes, soccer is on our televisions all weekend. I'd love to say I read, but I think my literature is consumed by shipping articles. So and as they say, you'll never work a day in your life if you enjoy what you're doing. I think for a long time, women put themselves on the back burner. We don't want to showcase our capabilities. We feel embarrassed by it. And what I've found in the last year, that I've managed to collaborate with so many women, so many wonderful women. And if I can, just ignite a flame in someone, that would be my job done.